Welcome back, of course, to our next match. We're on to our fourth. That was a quick third game, so we're heading straight to our fourth. We have Mineski versus Tangerine. Are you guys ready? Are you guys enjoying the Dota so far? Very excited, very nice. Okay, again, please use the hashtag #SellingOrCyberGames, of course, for all your posts on social media. We're going to move on. But before that, again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Of course, our title sponsor is Sellingor. Thank you very much. Presented by Predator, NVIDIA GeForce, our official gaming gear is Steel Series, high-speed internet providers Time Internet, official broadcasters, EGG Network, if you guys want to tune in here in Malaysia, and of course, Twitch TV. You can catch, of course, the streams at Mineski TV and, of course, Beyond the Summit. We have our gold sponsors, Gigabyte and Intel. Their booths are over here. We have our silver sponsors, E-City Hotel, Mineski Infinity, E-Club, and E-Dollar. We'd like to thank, of course, our supporters. This is supported by Majelis Daerah Subang Jaya. Thank you so much. Tourism Selangor, thank you very much. Organized by Majelis Sugan Negeri Selangor, thank you. Mineski Events team, we'd like to thank Big Machines. We'd also like to thank Jawatan Kuasa Tetap Pembangunan, thank you very much. Generasi Muda in Sugan, thank you. We'd like to also thank Kabaduyaan dan Pembangunan, thank you very much. And we'd also like to thank Kausahawan Negeri Selangor. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're getting it. Yes, we're closer already. I feel you. It's like I know you now because I can speak it. All right, let's keep it going now to our next match. We have Mineski versus Tangerine. So let's meet our first team. We have our first team making their way towards the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, they're getting ready. Let's give it up for Mineski. Making their way to the stage, the newly formed Mineski GG Network. Here they are. All right, here they go. Okay, doing their thing. Making their way to the stage, the Raging Potato. Raging as always, as you can see, very nice. My man, Julius Caesar, I didn't know. Okay. Mineski GG Network. We're going to see them in action for the first time as a new team today. Up next, their opponents, Team Tangerine. Making their way. Tangerine making their way to the stage. Here they are. Our fourth match. Already a fun and exciting day here at, of course, One City for the Selangor Cyber Games Southeast Asia Championships. Of course, put together by MPGL. We have Team Tangerine and, of course, Mineski GG Network for your fourth match. Teams are now going to shake hands before we get started. They like pinching each other. So sweet. Very nice. All right, there you go. Tangerine, fourth match versus Mineski GG Network. We're going to be throwing it up to our panel now. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Eri. Welcome back to more Dota 2 action here live from Kuala Lumpur. I'm God. Joining me again is Danily and Flavor. Excited for Mineski versus Tangerine?
I'm really, really excited. There are a lot of players I'm super excited to actually see today. Flavor, come on.
I don't know right here. I'm super excited for it. I don't know which team is going to come out on top, but I'm hoping that it will be a really good game right here. Not expecting the same kind of short game we saw on the previous match, but actually cast it just now. And
I mean, like you say, a lot of players that people get excited to watch, and this game has so many of them. I mean, neither team both new rosters, new teams, but there's so many star players. Like, you look at players like big names, like you've got Ninja Boogie, who's recently joined Mineski, Miracle, who's just finished his national service, is now going to be able to commit full to Dota. This is like a star-studded roster as far as the SEA scene goes for Mineski, but we've yet to see like the consistency coming out of them.
It's so different. For me, right, the thing that's so odd is not seeing Miracle tagged up as first departure.
Yeah.
Every time I thought of Miracle, I knew first departure. That was Miracle's team. That was his baby. And he tried to make something happen out of it. Not too successful with it, but all of a sudden he's playing for Mineski now, which is a huge stepping stone for him, moving into the esports scene. Now working alongside of Raging Potato. This is actually a really, really exciting lineup. I'm wondering how they're going to incorporate each other into their drafts.
He's got his phone. He's got some Dota to play.
come
on, Miracle. Bad start. Come on.
Now, Miracle and Ninja Boogie and Team Mineski is something to look forward to, I would say. It's kind of like different than the usual Mineski team. They always have Philippine players in the team and then additioning with players from different countries. And we're looking forward to see how well they actually synergize together. I don't know whether it's going to be a communication problems or anything like that. I doubt that, but I think it's going to happen a little bit right here and there.
I mean, they all speak pretty good English, so I imagine they're just going to communicate for the most part in English. And of course, Ninja Boogie, most well known from his time with Rave, which was during 2015 one of the best teams in SEA. They struggled a bit more 2016. They played the qualifiers in SEA, didn't do too well. They're one of the weaker teams there. They didn't have the same, they didn't have DJ anymore, let's be honest here.
Yeah, they didn't have DJ anymore. So.
But he's found himself a nice home with Mineski. But their opponents today, taking on Tangerine. Who stands out when you see Tangerine?
Obviously, for me, it's... No, for me, I'd have to say it's Kichi Imba. Now, for the longest time, people thought Kichi Imba was going to be the prodigy of Malaysia, who was training under Mushi during Orange's golden days. And then, unfortunately, Kichi Imba sort of disappeared from the scene when Orange disbanded. So he's still trying to make a comeback into the scene. I haven't seen him on a very successful team as of yet. So maybe this could be his biggest break. We've just had a shuffle. Everyone swapped around, and maybe he's found his dream team.
Yeah, he was playing alongside Mushi and kind of stood in for Mushi when he took a step back into coaching with old Orange Esports and was kind of looked at as like Mushi's protege. He's going to step up and take his place. But then Mid-One came along and I was like, we've got Mid-One now. But
no, that's not a nice thing to say, though. I'm not going to take this person instead.
Well, if you put it that way, then yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
In this case, just take DJ. He's like...
Mushi's like always been like really good about grooming some of the younger generation of Southeast Asian players, and that's something like he kind of was doing with Ketchik, and now Ketchik's kind of gone off on his own and hopefully going to start doing really well. Similar thing with Mid-One, who did really well in Fnatic, and now he's gone off and joined Team Secret. So,
exactly.
So who's Mushi going to groom next then?
It's Mushi.
Yeah, it's Mushi. He's going to groom somebody else.
I don't know how. He just picks players out of nowhere and he turns them into superstars.
Well, I mean, Tangerine, they said they've only formed like a week or two ago. They came through the Malaysia qualifiers and...
Tangerine was actually the team that actually went up against Mineski X. And we highlighted where Winter was actually playing in it. They played the best of 3, and then eventually they won 2-1. Sad case is Mineski X actually won game number 1, and Tangerine actually took game number 3 and game number 2 and number 3, and taking the win.
Oh,
so they
like
actually qualify for
clean sweep, just like taking the rug out from under them.
And now we're stuck casting alongside Winter here.
Yeah,
terrible stuff. Oh, God, Winter, why couldn't you just qualify?
Gosh.
We can see Mineski here getting ready to go into battle here. Now a mixed team, no longer an all-Filipino roster with the likes of Miracle joining them. He's played a few tournaments here or there. They actually, before TI, went to China for a tournament called PGL, where they had Miracles playing with them there as well. They didn't do all too great, but not an entirely unfamiliar player to the Mineski team. They've had a bit longer to actually scrim and play together.
All right, so we're just gonna wait for the game to start. I loved how underneath the player booths, actually, if you saw Mineski, the Philippines/Singapore.
Yep.
Is there any is Miracle the only Singaporean on the team?
Ninja Boogie is.
Was Ninja- I thought
I
Ninja
don't know,
Boogie was
David.
No,
Filipino.
Ninja Boogie's like a Filipino-American mix.
So he's
like,
a hybrid. He's
yeah,
a Filipino-American hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we highlight like American at the back there? Just
Hey,
for the sake of that.
Just do like half Singaporean, half American flag, and then
yeah,
the
but
Filipino.
based on what Dan Lee said like, just now is that not many tournaments actually highlight. Usually they will actually highlight the team to be part of a certain country solely. For example, how do you say this? White Prize. Like just now, they actually showcased it was Malaysia, Singapore, and China, right?
Yeah.
So usually they would actually just highlight
The
White Prize as
majority of the
Yeah,
country,
majority of the country,
yeah.
which happens to be Singapore. But in this case, they highlight everyone to make sure that everybody has their own piece right there.
I thought the funny thing was because Miracle was the only Singaporean, it's like he deserves his own flag. Everyone else has to share their
Yeah.
own flag.
You each get a quarter of the little Filipino flag. But you can see there's some of the crowd here. If you guys are in KL, come on down. Entry is free here at One City Mall. Definitely get to meet some of your favorite players, some of your favorite casters.
Winter.
Watch Airy. Everyone loves to hang out with Airy Neiman. Everybody.
Yeah.
He's a
So,
really cool guy.
Yep, all your favorite players, casters, and Winter are all here.
And
live.
Winter.
And Winter. Just gonna highlight that Winter is here because
He's that special. No. But it's been a lot of fun. I hope we've got 3 days of action. This is just day one. Tomorrow we have Fnatic and MVP joining the fray, and that's where the playoffs really begin. Today is kind of the group stage, preliminary stage. 2 teams will be eliminated as we get into our playoff bracket, which begins tomorrow for the MPGL Southeast Asian Championship 2016. Tangerine versus Mineski. We talked a bit about like expectations. Do you feel either team is the favorite coming in, Danielle?
This one looks so even. There's so much talent across the board, but small bit of favoritism. Small, tiny, okay? Tiny bit of favoritism towards Mineski.
Okay, 51-49 then.
Yeah.
51-49.
Yeah,
That means.
okay, that's fine.
Let's assume that Mineski is, of course, Philippines' favorite, and Orange is going to be, like, Tangerine is going to be Malaysia's favorite. Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Flavor, what are you thinking about the 2 teams coming in? Is there a favorite in your mind as well? Like, do you also give the slight edge to Mineski?
Every time I actually see these 2 team names, like Tangerine, let's assume they are Orange right here. So based on the teams themselves, they just remind me of 2 years back where Malaysia and the Philippines has always been fighting for which one is the better team for which country actually represents Southeast Asia right here. It was always a battle between Mineski versus a Malaysian team, any of it. Was it...
Going back to Dota 1.
Yeah, going back to Dota 1
like,
as well. Yeah, it's always been Mineski versus any of the teams right here.
Yep, Dota 1, it was like Malaysia, you always had Orange Esports and MUFC, then Philippines, you'd have your Mineski.
Yep.
And it was this constant battle. Nowadays, it's kind of cool to see all these mixed nationalities teams. It started a lot in Europe, and now we're seeing it come to SCA as well, where you had Fnatic, where they brought in DJ. Now they brought in both Raven as well as AU. So you're having a lot of mixed nationality squads within the region, and it's kind of great to see more players kind of mingling amongst each other.
And then outside the region, mid one going all the way to secret.
Yeah.
Like that's a
Mid-1.
completely different level.
That team,
That's like exporting talent.
I didn't see that coming, to be honest. And yeah.
that was the one
No.
roster that caught everyone by surprise.
Yep.
No one saw that coming. But the name makes sense. Team Secret, they got lots of secrets.
Secret, yeah. I didn't mind the name so much. I kind of like where the internet actually tweaked the logo into like squinty eyes just to represent the South Asians. I don't know. I thought that was kind of like...
Oh,
that was really funny,
that's
though. I didn't
actually
expect that
funny.
Well, draft should be underway soon as we just wait for the 2 teams to be ready, both Mineski and Tangerine, setting up in their, well, I was going to say booths. I don't think we can really, we're not going to call them booths, but they've got their, on stage, let's say, as we'll get into our 4th match of today. Winner will be taking on the team we just saw, Warriors Gaming. And Warriors Gaming looked absolutely like unstoppable against EHOME.Keen, but I think either of these 2 teams could be a tougher matchup for them.
Absolutely. Honestly, I'm gonna wait till we jump into the game. I think we might be overhyping the teams a little bit.
This is
Well,
scary.
wait.
Not possible. Not possible.
This is scary. I don't know.
It's not possible.
I don't know.
Maybe I just overhyped myself. Maybe there's like too many expectations.
I think it's so hard because there's a lot of expectations on some of the players and their names that like to live up to their personal expectations, but then the teams are still very new. So I mean,
Yeah.
Tangerine having just formed a couple weeks ago aren't going to have that team cohesion or the teamwork necessarily nailed down. but give them some time and they could become a Malaysian powerhouse potentially. But
I'd say like even though they formed a week before the tournament, I wonder if they've been training with each other before the tournament and then decided a week, do we want to form a team and join the tournament? So they may have a little bit more experience with each other than we actually know, but all we know is that they formed a week ago. So it might not be as bad as like you're saying. So
and they're players who've played together before. They're not unfamiliar with each other. They played on previous teams together. They've obviously played a lot in pubs. They know each other. All the Malaysian players, they play all these local LANs together. So they've all met in person before for the most part. So it's not.
Because I don't think that comes to the question. I don't think they actually pick these players based on their individual experience or anything like that. I'm very sure they've had previous encounters which make them think, hey, you know what, this guy's good, and probably he will actually fit into the kind of play style that we can actually bring into the team, anything like that. So I think that's how.
All right.
We'll see what the two teams have in store for us soon. I'm curious to see how the draft unravels as far as just what we're going to be seeing on the new patch, of course, with the new little tweaks, whether we're going to see some more crazy stuff. Warriors Gaming pulled out some Magnus and the Troll Warlord. That was kind of cool and fun. We'll see if there's going to be any more funky strats coming out, or if it's going to be a bit more. I don't totally want to say the same because TI saw so many different heroes picked.
Yep.
There wasn't like really one emerging meta. The Drow Ranger, one of the more popular heroes, but it does really feel like so many different things are viable right now.
Yeah. I actually want to see a Sand King again. We saw a Sand King in, I think, the first game of the day, was it?
The second game, yeah. Power game.
Oh, yeah, second game. That's like, every time I see Sand King, it's down. I always see
character name and the hero name is two separate things.
Yeah. But we don't have that anymore, right?
Yeah. Like Shadow Fiend was Yafets, and they had like you wouldn't always get the name. There was like a 1 in 100 chance you'd get like the special unique name for the hero.
That's a really cool
So
thing.
it's kind of like a random thing, is it?
Yeah. Like each name had like each hero had their typical name, and then there was a small chance you would get like the different unique name.
I actually think that'd be really cool to port over to Dota 2. That's like a cute little snippet.
Yeah. Like Ricky in Dota 1 was called Stealth Assassin, but his character name was Ricky Murray.
Ricky Murray.
Yeah. So each hero had like 2 names basically. You kind of could call them. And the fun, of which I only remember a few.
I think one of them is a real name, and the other one is kind of like a description of the
It's like what they are.
What they are, and I say like a Troll Warlord is.
What was Troll Warlord's Dota 1 name?
Jarokal.
Then you get the name changes when you port over to Dota 2.
Some of them had some funky names. Yeah. Strigwer. The Bloodseeker.
Strigwer.
I think it's Strigweir, no?
Strigweir.
I don't know. I think I got it wrong. I know, it's weird.
I'm Australian. We don't pronounce anything correct.
We
just make up our own pronunciation and then people have to put up with it.
It's like our R's don't exist.
No one knows.
Okay. Well, you've already heard how Malaysian words work, right? So we use Malay, so Erinime was trying to pronounce all the names and consonants.
How was he doing?
He was kind of good. I would say it's a great attempt. I suppose this is his second time. Actually
second time he's been in Malaysia, yes.
He's been in Malaysia to actually host an esports event.
Was it second
Yeah.
or third?
Was it third? What was the second one then?
Was he at ESL Manila?
Yeah, in Manila, yes.
That was in Manila then.
Yeah, so then he was... Oh, yeah,
that
right.
wasn't here. Yeah.
Manila in Malaysia,
yeah. I don't think they'll be speaking any Malay
of him
words
being
in Manila.
in Asia. Whoops, my
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. I think the people kind of love him here.
Everywhere.
Kind
Everywhere.
of.
Yeah. I just feel like if I was given that list of names to say, I would have completely butchered them.
It'll be fun to watch though.
I'm glad that's
We'll
not
try
my
to
job.
get a few words in Malay and we'll let gods actually say it in front of national TV. That'll be interesting.
The
to see.
national TV.
In front of national
No
TV. Sure,
no pressure.
Yeah,
No pressure.
we're on Astro's EGG network, so I'm gonna embarrass myself. I don't know if I'll get hired again to come back to Malaysia this week, but
You will be hired to come back. Maybe on the comedy channel.
Yeah, we'll create a new channel just for gods right there.
all right.
Coffee with gods.
Yeah. Well, I believe we are going to be getting into the draft fairly soon here between Tangerine and Mineski. I'm excited. I can hear the drums.
Oh yeah,
there
here we
go. let's get things underway. Our fourth best of one of today, Mineski versus Tangerine.
Oh, crowd. The crowd's excited. They know, oh, it's orange. Oh, it's Mineski. This is going to be such an amazing game.
I really want to scrap away the name Tangerine right there. Is it going to be their new name right now?
It is their name.
So it's not Tangerine Esports.
Well, look at the icon. They squished it.
Oh, so that's the Tangerine now.
I think Tangerine's a fat one, but I think that's it.
How well do you know?
I know my oranges. I know my grapefruits.
Do you know your Tangerine?
I know my
I've
durians.
never had a tangerine before, actually.
I know my durians. That's a thing.
That's what Malaysians do. They just do.
So you have tangerines, and you also have mandarins, which are like the small orange.
The ones you
Those
can
are really
peel.
good. Yeah, those are fun. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've had a tangerine either.
That's like Team Secret, like squinted out. Yeah, that's how it looks like right now. So coming to the draft, we have Mineski GG Network having first pick and first banning phase of course, and followed up by Tangerine. Went out with Bounty Hunter as well as the Naga Siren. What's your take on this?
No Naga for Miracle.
Just not even Naga. Just wait. They're probably going to ban Morphling sometime somewhere down the line as well. Miracle loves to play both of his like water carries, Naga Siren.
I'm happy there's no Naga. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know,
But
we're
it's
starting
Miracle
the day.
Naga. It's different. It's not like normal Naga. It's Miracle Naga.
It's still Naga though.
It's
But
still
it's
Naga.
it's
in any
Miracle
case,
Naga.
we had a Miracle
We-
Naga moment before, but I guess none of that anymore.
If anything, if we do port the name thing, Miracle will definitely pop up for Naga Siren.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, some of those comebacks, but that was back when he was standing in for the Fnatic team. Although back then I don't think they were playing under Fnatic. They were Titan. And he was standing
Team
in.
Titan,
and
yeah.
He had like 20, 30k gold comebacks with Naga Siren. And you're just like, this is the most insane, ridiculous thing that you've ever seen. But
That's Miracle.
no Naga today. No Drow. It's funny because Naga and Drow are like two polar opposites as far as what they do and why you ban them. But
So you ban Naga for a reason, and you ban Drow Ranger for a reason as well.
yeah,
so
it's
that
two
happens.
opposite reasons, but very good reasons. Drow being the
And
big meta hero right
I
now.
think it's kind of good for us as well. We won't be seeing any Drow strats again. We already had enough of that on game number 1 for the day.
So for niche hero picks, Raging Potato.
Woo! Radiant team ban!
Gets his hands on a Slaughter. He just wrecks everything. So I'm actually wondering here, does Tangerine decide to ban out the Slaughter sometime down the line? Or do they brace? Do they sit there and just get ready in case the Slaughter pops out for RR?
But I don't think
Oh,
the
no.
Slaughter will actually pop
Oh
out.
man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
First big phase, because we hear if he actually pops
5
out
seconds,
here,
Morty. It'll be fine.
we'll actually be expecting that to actually happen, and then happen.
Reserve time.
Not really. It's weird for Raging Potato because sometimes the team looks like they don't want to, and then sometimes that's it. Like sometimes they just don't want to. You won't expect them all of a sudden bam, with a Slaughter in the face. So it's just something that you can do when you have Raging Potato on your team. And it
very,
looks
very heavy team fight right off the bat with Tangerine. Like, first
Oh,
target,
dire team ban.
straight for the Navy.
Yeah. Two.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! Radiant team ban! Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Second pick for Mineski. So Shadow Demon, just nothing.
Reserve
crazy.
time!
Sure has reserved, like a lot of small little nerfs.
Oh, dire team ban!
TI patches, and we saw this earlier from a few teams with the Shadow Demon Ogre as your first two. It was actually Execration in their first game, another predominantly Filipino team who opened with this Shadow Demon Ogre duo.
Such a good duo. They've got a tanky hero in the
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
And then you've also got the amplify damage, and we all
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
On Ogre. Damn, they can do a lot of damage.
If you're lucky enough right there.
If
Radiant team pick!
on land, for some reason, people somehow get really, really lucky.
Yeah.
The Tangerine, though, they've got some great disengage with the Titan Hunter. They've got lots of team fight as well. So if you're Mineski, you gotta be a little bit careful when you try and engage into Tangerine.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Down towers with their team. And
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
possibly contest them. Maybe they consider going
Well, what do you know? It's reserve time.
The second pick, knowing that it's Chad being right there. You can actually cancel out the X once it's pulled. Unless that's not going to affect so much. There's still other heroes for them to actually chase down.
I think it's you're not entirely picking up the X, and what the X uses we're seeing is mostly like for someone to TP back to base and then come back in, which is you're not going to stop with the disruption because you're TPing back, so you're doing it in safety. So I think all in all, it's not a
Shadow Demon.
You're picking Kunkka up. You're picking it more.
Go Dire Team! Pick him up! Pick him out!
Like the early game rotations with Torrent and then the send back with X. None of that really gets affected much by Shadow.
Just a bonus, really.
It's just a bonus right there.
To our second phase of bans. I said, here we go, Morphling ban from Tangerine.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
It's just like, what am I going to
Admiral
play? Like,
Kunkka.
Oh gosh.
Come on, Radiant Team, you gotta pick him right!
In MineskiVsTangerine, they have something special lined up here for Miracle.
The old Mineski classic is you pull out the Husker. It's not really something special.
Miracle
Mineski.
actually plays Huskar though.
Oh,
yeah.
So it
He
can.
does.
He has played it. He played.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Yes.
He played it one time.
He played.
There's 5 seconds left now.
He played a Huskar, and I think they won the game within 15 minutes.
And right now, look at the team fight.
Hey Morty, guess what time it is? I don't know, Rick, what is it? It's reserve time!
Too well. You may want to get like one team fight hero, but having something like a Husker that comes online early and fights when Tangerine might not be ready is great. Having a pushing draft is also great because you want to fight around the cooldowns of things like Ravage.
Tangerine don't have physical damage right now,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't actually be able to deal with the Huskar efficiently. Disrupt is food.
The one thing you don't have is this. Normally you see like an Oracle or a Dazzle or something to back up the Husker.
Magi!
You can buff up
Dire
the
Team
Husker
ban.
with Bloodlust, but you can't actually heal them or help people alive very easily.
So the Timbersaw pickup here so got a very, very
Whew, Radiant Team ban!
or mid if they want to put a mid. What do you think? Do you think it'd be a mid Timbersaw for Miracle?
Not sure if it was a mid Timbersaw.
If it was the other Miracle, it would be mid Timbersaw.
Oh, Dire Team ban!
I think they needed a Timbersaw for a damage output right here to actually take down the Tidehunter. If not, I don't think with having Shadow Demon as well as Ogre Magi is going to be sufficient to actually take him down.
He will have an interesting game though, because there's X and Clips.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a
Or
hero!
is not, and that's where I think it's more likely mid.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Offlane, you're naturally going to be less far. The other thing is,
Well, what do you know? It's reserve time.
When it gets tied is possible, and then aggro trailing with Shadow Demon Ogre +1.
That could definitely work.
Tide does alright against the Tide vs Timber is not like a one lane for Timbersaw by any means.
It could go both ways, I'd say.
Yeah.
It can absolutely go both ways.
Both heroes should get a bit of farm, and neither is going to crush the lane. Timbersaw, once he gets his levels, has more kill power. But so what Tangerine want to do, and I think the big thing we highlighted down there was that they don't.
Radiant Team ban!
Something they kind of have to get in the form of their carry or their mid, maybe even both.
I'll say that not just physical damage, but they don't have the best burst. So when it comes to killing off heroes, it's going to be more or less slow, aggressive damage unless they pick something up.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
The best way to go on to fight is to kill someone instantly. And Clips for Tangerine.
Dire Team pick!
Interesting pick, but it does provide the push. With the heroes that they had, they didn't have anything that was going to be able to push towers.
Some physical damage. You mentioned burst. It's OP burst damage. It's if you
Assuming he gets a decent lane, I guess.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
pretty well against Timbersaw once you've desolated because if
Yeah,
you find
there's 5 seconds left now.
Your first like 3 or 4 rank
Disruptor!
he melts pretty fast.
Come on, Radiant Team, you gotta pick him right!
There's a burst itself. It's just high physical damage. It will take some time with the strength, but still not a burst right here.
I'm still worried like against heroes like Shadow Demon and Ogre who have good reliable lockdown disable. It's very hard to play points into these types of heroes. So
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
it doesn't match up great against Mineski's heroes.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Have this crazy team fight. You just need some single target DPS, and that's what Blitz brings.
Reserve time!
Mirana though. I think he's either. I don't think he's gonna be rushing out. Timbersaw! Scepter first. I think he's just gonna go for like.
Come on, Dire Team, pick it good. Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Reserve time.
This one you've got a very heavy team fight lineup like Thai and Disruptor. It's kind of problematic. Yeah, so what Mineski want to do? I think there's Clink's very weak in the laning stage, so if they want to aggro tri-lane, this is kind of a good situation to do it. Kunkka is not great in like a tri-lane versus tri-lane scenario. You don't have a guaranteed setup, so I think Mineski can easily win an Agrana up there with them, or do you want Miranda mid and then you last pick something to go for the tri-lane? Because Miranda can do fine mid, Timbersaw can go mid, you can send Timbersaw 1v1 against Tide. Lots of options for Mineski.
It's just, if anything, Tangerine wants to have a steady laning phase. Luna pick up for Mineski.
Thanks.
Marana and Luna together.
Radiant team pick.
Didn't really look at this as an option, but what did you think here from Mineski? Does it look okay?
It's good, it gives them some more pushing power. And no, the team fight from the Eclipse is like, well, it's not going to match up against the team fight.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Can split push, can farm pretty fast. And
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now.
Items, then they can team fight just by.
Hey Morty, guess what time it is? I don't know, Rick, what is it? It's reserve time!
I think we're most likely going to see those three heroes contest the Clinks' lane.
Yeah, having the Luna right there, so Ogre Magi is going to be buffing him up to ensure that he can actually take the entire really quick. So while he's doing that, Timbersaw and Miranda can actually be in standby. So you got to watch out the second arrows coming up from any sides. Well, in the meantime, there's Super Chain and everything else coming from Timbersaw.
You can't just expect Tangerine to farm though, knowing them and the kind of heroes that they
Entire team ban.
It's a miracle on that Luna.
Well, Kenchik invoked her last pick. He's returned to competitive Dota with what better hero?
Yo, better here, Invoker, yeah.
Yeah,
What a way to make a statement right there. Yeah.
it's exciting.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Oh, I like Invoker. I was thinking about your question. Who doesn't? I'm sure
Who
there's
doesn't?
Reserve time.
some people who have nightmares are out there.
I hate Invoker for a lot of reasons. It's just that he's that flexible. Yeah. Where it just comes down to how well you actually.
That's why
Radiant team ban!
Tangerine, because he's so flexible, he's going to be able to fill in any gaps.
Yep. If they go with damage output, you still have the sword. When they go in for if you want to dismiss EMP for mana drains, and there's a lot of ways you can actually play this out. It all comes down to probably.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
If you actually see how team is all going up with thing.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
I'm curious to know how Tangerine's going to respond to that. Try and
Radiant team pick!
Do they wait until they transition to the big game once they start having some of these items? Because Luna needs this. She needs a considerable amount now before she's going to be able to comfortably fight with her team.
For Tangerine, I don't think they could really contest lanes all that much just because of their draft.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
That kind of greedy as far as the lane stage
5
goes,
seconds,
so
Morty. It'll be fine.
can decide how aggressive the lanes are going to be. Like you could send whether Luna's in.
Well, what do you know? It's
Thailand or
reserve
something,
time.
I don't think there's any heroes you can put against Luna that are going to stop her from farming early on, at least. Once you get your ultimates, that's when you want to go smoke up
Luna.
and take the fight to the Luna. Have
Dire
your
team
have
pick.
your ship, then go fight it.
And I'd also say Kichi Imba on the Invoker in the early game to dictate the flow for the rest of his
That's
team.
a very
Oh.
and the Queens.
They force out the invis at least.
If only they were like 3 seconds earlier.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Clicks and Invoker can combo up together. It's a pixel Invoker, so they could just have the clicks come up to someone.
Hey Morty, guess what time it is? I don't know, Rick, what is it? It's reserve time!
Sunstrike coming through from the Invoker. Some of these heroes from Mineski are quite squishy, and Luna's one of them.
Invoker got himself with the bad rim. It was number 1 on her Radiant side.
Raging Potato.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
It just seems to me like a scary game
Invoker.
for heroes like Invoker because SD Ogre have so much roaming potential. It's a guaranteed arrow setup. Exo Invoker doesn't have good defensive options, but you want to go for the Exo Invoker because you pick the hero for the damage output.
And interestingly enough, it's an off-lane Luna.
Oh great, you know what we just got, Rick?
So they
We just got a player disconnecting on us.
Coming out from Tangerine. So really good stuff coming out from Mineski. Do they
I think no, this is actually Tangerine avoiding the aggressive Mineski.
Do you think so?
Yeah. You can't fight like Shadow Demon, Mirana, Ogre is like good luck fighting that trial lane. Clinks, this is Clinks dodging like the aggressive lane. Clinks needs to have a good laning stage, and this is the only way he can do so.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Pressure coming from Mirana going up in the mid lane. Gets in
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now.
Would you expect such a case to actually happen, or would you expect Invoker to actually have to get the better out of Mirana?
If it was an even matchup, it would be even. But
It'll be even,
it's mainly just Raging Potato being a really good player, being able to get that harassment for free. But this bottom lane, they're a bit of a mess as we've got a 2-on-2 skirmish. They're actually doing a lot
the body
of
blast
damage.
from Ogre Magi could
Yeah.
actually make an escape right here. But the Torrent actually goes up to save.
Oh jeez, Rick, we're in some real trouble! I know, Morty. Just follow my lead.
Ogre Magi is okay. But for now, looks like everyone's busy farming away up in the top lane. They're just going to apply a little bit of pressure on this Tide. And I feel like Tangerine, they're going to have to do something for Tide. He's got 3 poison stacks.
One more poison's needed, and whoa, he almost actually dies there to the tower.
He's got a salve though, so they took his salve back up.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon I think was actually the one close to dying it there, funnily enough.
If you actually force the Shadow Poison, then you're going to actually get picked up right there under the
Oh!
Boy,
My.
Raging Potato.
Catching Ember.
Yep, that's a regen rune, okay.
Whew! 30 seconds until the game starts, Rick!
So lucky.
I'm getting my things ready, Morty.
Lane, and you have it just up on.
Oh, she's gonna be back green. Not the full regen.
Still very useful for his like. You can see the CS though. He's only sitting on 4 CS and 4 denies, so he's like almost over prioritizing harassing in this lane because it looks like he's winning the lane because he's almost getting his kills, but realistically he's actually not doing.
Who's that blowing the horn? Can somebody stop blowing that horn?
The prize is mine.
In terms of last hits, so.
If he had that one last hit on the Invoker when he was very low though, it would have been completely worth it. So
Yeah, I wouldn't say he was actually leading though. It's just a gap off one.
It's such like a Raging Potato way to play the lane where he's like going all in to try and get a kill by over harassing. If he gets the kill, he wins the lane. If he doesn't, then it's like, well,
It's like, well, let's go back to the charts and.
now you go back to like trying to farm a bit, but even so, it's like neither of them has been farming.
Tide,
Now.
he dies to the Luna. That's gonna be first blood going into the pockets of Miracle. Of all people.
No, that's bad.
I was thinking that maybe Tangerine was gonna at least help out the Tide Hunter, but they just sort of left him to the dogs.
It's the sacrificial lamb as far as the laning stage goes. Really, a lot of options as far as helping him out at the moment at least. Clinks is trying to ideally wants to try and get a decent level 6 so you can start roaming around, but they have to protect the Clinks because of his weak laning stage, which means he's not going to get the experience all that fast.
So what are your thoughts on this bottom tri-lane from Tangerine? Is this investment worth it? Because they're investing both supports into protecting that one Clinks, and they're sacrificing the Tide up in the top lane. Do you feel like they could move around a little bit?
Probably around ideally to get that level 6. Go get caught out here in the bottom river.
Yoga Magi though is reasonably taking hero. Here
Oh
comes
my God.
Fetching with the nerve, and there's the follow-up.
New followers.
Look, it's getting away to a lot to that Kunka, dropping very low.
Another well again. Yeah,
There we go. And it's actually going to get the disruptor as well, because you have the mana for it. He actually does.
Denied.
ATR. He thought he was safe, but in the trees, down you go. And Invoker, oh god, they're actually going to keep on going.
Selfish.
The Invoker.
No,
Gets
come
him,
on,
and
come
he
on.
should be able to
Probably
get
a
out of
triple
this.
kill?
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
He's done it! Ahara with a triple kill as
And
Timbersaw.
he's still alive. The Kunka's by himself.
Maybe a 4th kill.
Regeneration.
Okay, probably not.
Another
I think he's pushing it too much though.
Is he actually going to get the kill though? He's
They're-
chasing down the Kunka.
They're infinite, so
Oh.
they have no detection. Like you're 5 minutes in, you're not expecting to have detection.
It is out. I think it's gonna
Oh,
end though.
is
But we
this-
did more. He's gonna get glimpsed out.
Oh no.
Sal?
Probably yes. No.
Oh, they didn't see him.
Oh.
He gets out safely.
If Disruptor actually sports out him now, he can actually clicks him back and go in for an attempt to go in for kill.
On top of that. That was just some sick play coming out from the Timbersaw. Like that rotation and just getting kill after kill.
That was beautiful. Team knew his limits, and he gets out the freeze, doesn't even die. That's such a huge victory. Meanwhile, Piranha, she's gonna go down. Sunstruck by Kachimba. Little bit of revenge from before.
Much needed kill too, I'd say. Tangerine lane stage. This was the expected kind of weak lane stage they've got. Once 6 level 6 start roasting it.
First blood!
First blood for Salamene!
Axe is impressed!
I think the Sun's gonna come out from behind. He's gonna go in for the pickoff right here. There's no way he can actually make an escape right here, even having boost speed.
Timbersaw dominating 6.5%. Arcane here.
It's mine!
And meanwhile, Miracle just farming top, having 2 kills on Tide. Eclipse ready to go as well, so no one can really easily go up to that. If they're getting Luna, they need a
Methinks you wanted that.
And Shadow Demon is just like 2 poisons and Titan is so scared of that top lane. This is a complete disaster for Tangerine because if you take a look at what's happening right now, there are just many things to do.
I sought a port!
Those little rascals are hitting Dyer's bottom tower.
Double kill! Killing spree! Triple kill!
Are your delusions of grandeur?
I don't think he can actually escape it. He's trying to take out.
Vanish!
He's gonna wrap it up. Oh, he's gonna get picked up right here. No. Even if he did wrap it, I think he's damage happened.
Potentially could have saved his life with the Ravage, but it's not really worth using that first Ravage just to save your
If you use that Ravage, I'm pretty sure Mineski would be more aggressive than the Eclipse back with the Shadow Demon, but that's fine.
To the bottom I go! Did you not see the demon in your game?
Miracle? Oh, is he serious?
This creeps
Oh,
up.
Miracle. Oh, he got one.
Shadow Demon gets the kill.
Okay.
Bring it from Shin Boys.
Stop! Take me!
Unfortunately, the creep wave being there, the 2 heroes didn't take that much damage from the Eclipse, but nice rotation either way, because now they're in a position to take the most important early game tower in the tier 1 bid.
Such a difficult game for him. Too many factors to focus on. But they need to farm up their clinks.
Invisibility!
The Luna busy, but it's just there's too many things happening. TP's in, and are they going to engage? They still have the Ravage, but look at Mineski, they're delta splitting. They see the Tide Hunter is leaving. They know the Ravage is
Oh, the arrow!
Oh, it gets the poor disruptor.
Dominating!
Support life. Arrow catches apparently. Support life. Support life. Apparently supports have they attract arrows.
Team on the tower lane, Timbersaw all 3 Mineski cores very well.
This has been such a hard game for Rogi. He's been pressured by a Luna, by a Timbersaw. It's honestly, there's no lane is safe with his Tide Hunter. I don't see him being able to get any major item that he wants.
Gotta watch out. Second.
I'll never bow!
There was.
Stacks, the Tide Hunter can farm a little bit from the start. Get that little bit of extra gold to
I don't think I saw anyone on their side actually rotate.
unless Rogi's been stacking for himself, but I don't think so. It looks like he's just
Just
farming.
there. It's one of those things where you have this huge speed fight, but when you're behind on gold like you are, it's like it doesn't really need behind in terms of
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
front line with it.
Oh boy, Dyer's bottom tower's getting hit.
Time to act.
Mega Mega kill!
That is one less voice in my head.
Oh, jeez, Morty, they're going after Tiger's bottom tower.
I must away.
By himself, and they just kill him. There's really nothing Tangerine
Gold
can do.
from my chest.
Really, a lot of the power of this shadow.
All that matters perishes with me.
A lot of flexibility with how you play things out in the stage.
It's a pretty.
Dire's middle tower's under attack. You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care. Structures are fortified.
I think that Tangerine has a reasonable chance of escaping as well.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Yeah, you've got less maybe late game carries in a sense, but you scale well to the late game just because of your team fight with tight.
Dire's middle tower just took a big beating. Not. Dire's bottom tower's under attack. Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Killing spree!
He shows it definitely. I try and jump onto it.
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
It's staff though, so he's going straight to staff.
Dire's bottom tower's under
It
attack.
is great. It gives them extra damage, and if they can't team, it's quick push with the death zone.
But you look at all the 5 heroes coming from Mineski, assuming you want to go
One of these days, Tide Hunter.
Luna can actually cast up the clips.
You can still glimpse and X. They've got 2 spells that are going to be able to bring heroes back to speed. Even though they have technically escape mechanisms, you can counteract it with 2 spells that just bring them.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
Assuming you want to go for single hero pick toss without this item.
Oh,
That'll
it's
be the case.
glimpse.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, is it gonna hit? It's still gonna connect with the Ravage as well.
3 sheets to the wind.
That's a bit of a
Ravage,
They hit him
Static Storm.
badly right here. On the right click hitting off. Jules is trying to make an escape right here. There's no defensible coming in. He managed to actually TP out. Going up into
There's no
It's down.
There's no way Tangerine can fight anymore without their ulti. This is where you just chase them down.
Look at this. Timber has a lot of mana capacity still and trying to make a chase right here. Just waiting for X on the spot. Oh no, I didn't connect though.
He tried to time the Timber Chain to counter the X.
That was quite nice. If you got it.
If you got it, then that'll be it.
Overall, it's good pickup for Tangerine. All their ultimates. They're 3 big ultimates being used, but now they're really weak for the next 2 minutes.
And they get Kitchen Ember as well with the classic Shadow Demon disruption into Aaron.
I mean, that Luna kill seems good in a lot of ways. Lose for tier 1 bottom, potentially more because of it.
Triple. I think it's 4. That's 4 stacks.
One
4
of the
ancient
big
stacks.
loss.
Who could actually stick this though? I think Luna could actually do it.
Luna, you've
Luna
got the
would
buffs.
be the only one that could really take it.
Disruption illusions can help you, Bloodlust can help you, so...
Luna's gonna get himself an Alpha Wolf, so he can actually increase damage output, and then
He has the Alpha Wolf.
Okay,
It's
has it again.
stacking. Yeah, it was stacking there.
okay, then that's done.
Mirrored was practically good to go. He's got all of his farming down. He's playing aggressive wherever necessary. Yes, he absorbed a couple of ultimates, but because the game is so early, death timers are so short. So even though you're killing carries, you're using long cooldown spells that are not going to be available for the next fight.
Take
It can
us.
happen in 30 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Use Top Mineski, come bottom, push the tier 1, and try and get some map control around that Roshan. To fall back, and this is they'll wait for some of their items. They just got the Bloodstone, they're about to finish the Axe Scepter.
Oh, it's catching him, hitting up Shadow Demon, trying to juke out. Manages to very fire.
Well, so far.
Yep, a wee bit more though. Sunstrike's not even expanded, a little bit more. No!
Wrong.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
He TP'd out.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
No, the Murray
Dire's top tower's under attack.
right back in.
Items come out, and it's very hard to find out.
Marina's like, looks good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm better than this.
Radiant just fortified their structures! You know what I'm talking about?
I reap the storm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack! Whoa, Dire's bottom tower is under attack!
Job trying to scrape the what they can, but pressure from Mineski is mounting.
I think Mineski aren't going to be too afraid of the Ravage anymore. There is potential for Tangerine to do like they did top with the Luna, where it's like you blow up one, and it could be a key hero like a Luna with Ravage standing across that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Perfect. It was not
Carl,
enough.
meet Sagan.
Timbersaw, all with huge damage output.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
One of them being satisfied.
Not my problem, but Dire's top tower just fell. Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting hit. What's the matter with you? You just Dire's bottom tower, nice, destroyed. It's like that song, Lump Lumpa, Nop Noops, a Noop Noop Noops.
Not sure if the game's going to extend though. Like,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mineski just keeps going as is. They can possibly just go for a pick off, head into Roche, then just go straight high ground.
Illusion.
To her teammates. Once the tower is down, then you start to see the glaive start bouncing across the Raxus.
Oh, they spot out the Invoker though.
Fishing for some kills here, but
You got the hatred. Oh, possibly from behind.
This is the fight though. They're going to actually go into this and they're actually thinking about it. They wanted to pop the Ravage, but he actually cancels it. They do throw it off in the end. It catches everybody, but no one's going to be dying as you get Ogre Magi so low. Looks like he is going to be the first one to go down, but look at Tangerine. They've lost 2 in that Clicks of the Disruptor, and all of a sudden insta-TP. Can they get out there? Roche does get out. Again, gets chopped down by that Timbersaw. He wants that cooker. Is there a tree nearby? Juking that cooker. Get out of there. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Oh,
There is
the axe is
Luna,
there.
but
Setting fall from behind.
they can't kill him. No, I think even if a stun strike hit, that would not have killed the Timbersaw. But still, at the end of the day, 3-for-1 trade. Mineski.
that was with all the ultimate. It's so hard to.
Yeah.
They got the glimpse back onto the Mirana, but it was a well-timed disruption that helped keep Mirana alive. It helped keep her alive. It also meant the Ravage didn't come out right away. And when the Ravage came out, all the focus was on the 2 tanky heroes, the Ogre and the Timbersaw. Timbersaw, who doesn't. I mean, mistakes like this is what you've got to try and play around, because Raging Potato getting overly aggressive, and that's a Mineski kind of trademark in some ways. They get a bit overconfident at times. They get a bit cocky when they're ahead, and they'll give you these kills which perhaps shouldn't happen.
Look at that gold. 1.7k gold into the pockets of Tangerine. That is a lot for a Mirana. Pick-offs like that.
Back to I return to the killing spree! Double kill! Unstoppable!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Whoa, Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Looks like Dire's structures are fortified. Those little rascals are hitting Dire's bottom tower.
Things are going to go so badly. And this Maurice is going to make it so much easier to get high ground. I think there's a
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Oh, great. Dire's bottom tower just got destroyed.
No, they back off. I think they saw how low it was and realized they're going to get there a bit late. Decide otherwise. This is invading the enemy jungle, trying to get what they can.
Just realize that all the towers coming from the Radiant side is
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Link so far. Everything is changing on his side. Expect him when that's actually a link in the game. Expect him.
Dire's middle tower, it's gone.
Then not going up the same way in this game.
It doesn't. Well, that's the thing, Trovac. You get this, have this bad start, and you're playing from behind your opponent to his
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gen, so I think what he needs to do is actually just try to attack or something. See what mid tower has like 100 HP.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, what a mess.
Enemy jungle.
Shadows take us.
Dire's top tower is under attack. I wonder what they're gonna build where Dire's top tower used to be.
Trying to go through enemy jungle, the enemy ancients, but
Probably just scouting through. But look at Mineski. They've got 5 heroes mid. They're just barreling down that mid lane. This is high ground. They've got Aegis. They've got BKB. They are honestly good.
Oh jeez, Radiant's courier just got killed.
And Shady the Luna.
It's not even just that. When you look at most of the damage output from is magical damage, so they even have it.
Axe is going to be sick!
completely ruined Trent.
Oh, Miranda found the clicks. Oh no.
It's not the click though, he has to jump in this game. Like, he's got an 8.
That's skeleton. It's effectively a hit.
Oh no, he doesn't have any more disables right here. Good in this game.
Scary though, the clicks. Walks into the Miranda with the gem. He's like, whoops, wrong way. So at least it's okay, but it does send it back to base. And if you know the clicks will back to base, then Mineski.
Now this game is this game. Looking to finish off the second round of one.
Let me tell you that Roshan, he just delivered a bunch of goodies to the Radiant.
Even with having clings, they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean the Clinks is reliant on the disables to do damage. Like Clinks can't run in and do damage because their heroes aren't getting stunned by Ravage, by Bode, by Static Storm, and get kept in place by the kinetic field. So Clinks, let's say he's actually on BKB, not Desolator. So
Yeah, he can't. He'll get the counter. That's not given the shot damage.
I was thinking he can pick up the Deso to try and back him.
both builds have their heavy weaknesses and like small benefits when you're in this current position. So it's like you want to be able to team fight a little bit better and go in. You can go in and fight now with BKB and do like all that damage to Desolator, but you can at least fight with your team. And I think because their lineup is built around fighting with these big ultimates, he's just said, look, I'll go to the fighting build. Desolator will have to wait.
It's just, it's unfortunate for Tangerine because they drafted such a static draft that things have to go a certain way for them to be okay. They don't have a backup plan if plan A goes wrong. They don't have a plan B. So,
Well, there we go. He does manage to backdoor the tower. Now he's in. Okay.
Oh, it hit him again. There's no more disables. The moment clicks actually spot out, hey, there's no more string arrows. They just,
if anything, I feel like the run is just wait for the cooldown. Aghanim Starstorm.
It's hard to check. Clinks has max move speed and skeleton walk, so it's like a. You have to shoot. I think you have to shoot the arrow and land it.
Oh, actually
Goes on
leaps
the high ground.
look at Cooper doesn't even care right now. He popped out.
Oh, nice arrow. Touches out. Clinks.
Oh, he has to pop BKB too.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
Mechanism being fucked up.
Meanwhile, Luna just taking.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lives. This is gonna be impossible to defend.
And it's bouncing between heroes
Oh,
now.
no,
Not
no,
the
the
Tide
back line.
Hunter.
The
No.
poor support line.
Oh, poor Tide. Oh, and he finally died. Just because of the Luna. Just Tangerine completely crumbling in their own base. 25 minutes in. Aegis hasn't been used. Has the BKB been used on Miracle? I don't think it hasn't. He hasn't even used the BKB.
I think the age is probably, that's it, about to expire. Expires now, but the damage has been done. They're on the high ground. They're looking for the gun. Tide's pulled back. Going for one last defense.
Oh,
The
the
Ravage.
hopefully. It hit him a little bit.
Two, but there's no follow-up. The follow-up is all some of the people. This Tangerine pushed back. 3 dead. As Mineski, I would say convincingly taking the best of one victory here.
Very, very convincing.
They
Mineski so well.
Rather just using a BKB to dodge a glitch, like, okay, sure, we can do this.
Basically completely wrecked. Here comes the GG. Mineski taking their first game of MPGL.
Impressive stuff at the end there. I mean, Mineski, I would say we had doubts, but we were definitely unsure because of the fact they're playing the roster. They haven't spent a lot of time together, but
Who spoiled that
really
shot?
good from them as far as taking down Tangerine.
Really impressive. They played very, very well. Unfortunate for Tangerine, though, it just felt like their team completely crumbled. They could never get the going. They never managed to get any sort of control. It was always them on the back line, waiting for the time for the reaction, waiting for the Ravages to re-engage and try and go for a win. But I feel like by the time they tried to do that, it was too late. Too much damage has been done.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It didn't felt like he was actually in the game at the time.
Yeah.
There was not much contribution.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just gets blown up instantly.
I think their draft was
Way to go! Radiant's bottom tower is completely gone.
coming out with a big. They had to send it to the offlane just to dodge the aggro trial lane, and the Shadow Demon Ogre.
More of you.
That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure. Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Come on, get with it. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower just took a big beating. It's gone. Dire's middle barracks are getting plunged into a sea of abuse. Feels like they don't even care.
Endless grasses.
Oh no, Dire's middle barracks are gone. Oh. Dire's middle barracks are poof, disappeared.
Time comes.
He's carried.
And more of you.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Ooh, Dire's top tower is not good. Boy.
Killing spree! Axes, please! Double kill!
You make a fine crater.
Dire's top barracks have been completely Dire's top barracks are obliterated. Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant win! Radiant